Peace and wellness to the family, flowing with spirit, trusting your intuition, trusting the strengthening of your subconscious mind for spirit, the infinite source, or the creator to speak through you without you consciously thinking about it. Some people might call it autotelic. Some people might call it a free flowing of thought. Some people might call it catching a good vibe. Oh, he's spitting. But what's really truly happening is you're in a trance. You're in a trance of trusting yourself to automatically deliver what is preordained for you to deliver. I have came into understanding that sometimes my existence will disrupt whole worlds. My energy just coming around challenges people to be on their best dietary behavior, on their best spiritual behavior. And it's not because I'm teaching or talking. It could be simply because I'm saying absolutely nothing at all. My vibratory rate and my electromagnetic field, my EMF just radiates off me. It's pulsating off of me to the point where they could just feel it. And they attract and gravitate to me to talk, to build, to share thoughts. And most of the time I find myself just listening. Just listening to people will give them a free space to heal. Once a person feels heard is the moment they start healing. And once I started understanding this, being a healer myself, because I am constantly trying to heal myself and rid myself of traumas, rid myself of self-limiting beliefs, and fill it with love, peace, bliss, happiness, fulfillment. For that simple reason, I can turn on this device that I will say people are dying for in other countries, making pennies off for us to have this privilege of speaking into a device to give advice or guidance while we're literally having blood on our hands by using it. So why not use it in a way that it could help somebody else to free and liberate those people out of those conditions? Because it ultimately starts with our doorstep. It ultimately starts with how we are cleaning our own self and inner dimensions of our own self up. The deepest dark places has led me into rooms full of light. It doesn't seem like that when I'm going through it. It hurts, it's bad, it's down, depression, anxiety, if that's what you want to call it. But when you get into the stages of alchemy and you start practicing alchemy, which is the original form of personal development, you start seeing how this adversity could be an advantage. It actually might be a great opportunity for you to have a breakthrough within your own self, of proving something to yourself that you never knew about yourself. And that takes you to another stage of financial growth, emotional growth, physical growth, mental growth. And you say, wow, I really had to go through the toughest thing in my life emotionally to get to a space to where I never thought that I would be financially. To be able to be the provider that I never thought that I could be. Be able to be the intellectual that I never thought, the speaker, the business owner. There's certain stages and things that you have to go to for you to become. You know, one day a guy asked me, he said, well, I saw one of my guys, he was into flipping houses and rebuilding houses. He said, man, I want to make so much money. When I walk in a room, everybody just get uncomfortable. That's how much money I want. And he asked me, he said, what about you, O? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you online, like, what's your get rich plan? And I remember I was coming out of a speaking engagement about entrepreneurship and how the entrepreneur journey is nothing more than a spiritual journey where you find and yourself on a deep self-discovery journey, and all these new things you're pulling out of yourself, and these new skill sets that you're developing, and these skill sets that you're developing give you confidence to turn you into a person that you don't even recognize anymore. And I said to him, well, I think I'm more focused on becoming. The thrill and the real wealth to me is the person that I will become on the path that I have chose. And that's what matters to me the most. Because I know if I can become the person that can maintain and distribute millions of dollars, then I will have $1 million, millions of dollars. If I become that $1 million, I will have that $1 million. Whatever you desire, you focus on becoming that, and it will materialize. Manifestation is just closing the time gap in between when it does materialize. The mental state of me being in good health has become nothing but a motion of my everyday habits. My mental attitude towards my existence and well-being has become like my autonomic nervous system that just runs on autopilot without you consciously have to think about it. This is where you have to get when it comes to implementing disciplines in your life, and then those disciplines becoming your actual lifestyle. It's not even discipline anymore. People look at it as discipline. You look at it like it's just your duty of existence. It's just your duty in motion. It's just you in motion on an everyday basis. You think nothing of it. It's just who you are. And you embody that. And you become somebody that you never knew that you would ever know.